Jesus was sitting in a temple near the offering box and watching people put in their gifts. He noticed that many rich people were giving a lot of money. Finally, a poor widow came up and put in 2 coins that were worth only a few pennies. And Jesus told his disciples to gather round him. And then he said, "I tell you that this poor widow has put in more than all the others. Everyone else gave what they didn't need, but she is very poor and gave everything she had. Now she doesn't have a cent to live on." So today Jesus is teaching us something very valuable, and that we should never forget it, but we must follow the best that we can. Jesus is very touched by the charity of the widow. So if we look at ourselves today in this time, already there are many acts of kindness. There are a lot of charities that is going on, big charities. So if we look at within our church here, within our parish, what are the charities that we experience? One is the St. Vincent de Paul, who gives charity to the poor, the friends in need. Then also we have the healthcare team. Every month they have a healthcare check for people. And then we have the communion ministers who bring communion to the homebound. And also if you realize that Monsignor and I, we will go to houses, homebound houses, when they have their birthdays, we anoint them, we give them communion, and then we bring them a cake. And we sing a birthday for them. Sometimes charity does not have to be in a monetary form, but the little things that we do, that is charity itself. If you realize some charities, when people give charity, they are done privately. They don't want to be known that they are the ones who's giving things. And they are not drawing attention for themselves, because when they do not draw attention, their charity comes with their care and hospitality for a certain society or for a certain people. We need to take good care of the people that we encounter within our families, within the church community, and within the community externally, people of different faith, religion and culture. Because we do not only care for ourselves, we care for the others as well. But there is a setback when there is a temptation of pride and self-importance when we give charity. Sometimes there are people who give charity and they want to be known that they're giving charity. And that should not be in the limelight of our lives, because what is told to us today by Jesus is, the widow put all that she had. So if we are people of pride and self-importance, if we were there during that time, we will be saying to the widow, why is she giving so little? Because that is what we are when there's pride and self-importance that comes in. But for Jesus, the little that she gave is her great act of her love for God. Her great act of love for the people whom the collection will be used for the people. Because at the end of the gospel, this beautiful word that is said, now she doesn't have a cent to live on. She gave everything. She was not thinking about herself. Because to her, God is her life, nothing else. So in a way, we are moved by God to show acts of charity, whether within our family or communities. So our acts of love and charity will go a long way. Now, what is that? It is responding to God's love, and God told us to love our neighbor as well. Now, that is the greatest treasure that we have. And because of the love of God, we share what we have.